All right, you are listening
What's up, boys?
watching the J&B Sports Podcast on it is opening night for the NFL football season. It is good to be back. We did have college football going underway the last couple of weeks, but the NFL gets rolling tonight live from South Philly. And it's good to have an opening night, which is right around our corners here in, Philadelphia. So we have John, we have Doug Siravo from the Doug Siravo Show, who's doing really well with his podcast.
Thank you, Brandon.
The ratings have been great.
Yeah, we've been doing so much work. We're training in February. This is the last season of Dougie's Sports Talk, and in February we're transitioning. We're transitioning to conversations with Dougie. So we're going to talk all sorts of things. If we have, let's say we have David Wright on. It may not happen, but let's say we had him on. We'll be talking his career. If we had someone on, like my friend Miles, we're going to talk about the Netflix documentary of Hurricane Katrina. So it's now your talk show. It's no longer sports, but it's going to be your talk show of all aspects of life, depending on who's on the show. So that's where we're going.
Yeah, I think it's great that you guys are doing the documentary part of the podcast, which is great. Like, you're talking about different documentaries, which is amazing. And I just want to bring up one podcast you did recently. It was the Amy Bradley. You were talking about the Amy Bradley.
Yeah, we were talking about Amy Bradley is missing.
Yeah, I never even knew about that story.
I didn't either.
Yeah, and I looked up about it, and I got to go ahead and watch the documentary. And without you guys, I don't think I would ever knew about the story.
I don't think many people know about it, to be real with you.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you happen to watch it, Brandon, we could record our own episode and we could let it come out in February, just so we have different perspectives. Like, that's where I want to go with my show. It's like, have people think.
Exactly. So, yep, that's Siravo Broadcasting and their great work that they've been doing.
Like, Brandon, I love you, but no one wants to listen to you. They're going to want to listen to Stephen A. Smith. Same thing, too, with me. People are going to hesitate. When it comes to sports, people are going to hesitate to, like, the big names. So that's why I'm personally transitioning to, like, other networks and other shows, just because look at the competition in the sports world. If they want to listen, are they going to want to listen to Doug Siravo, or are they going to want to listen to someone that's played the game, that understands the game? They're gonna gravitate towards, like, Stephen A. Smith or Teddy Bruschi. I love you. I think you have great talent. That was no knock on you, but I'm like big time sport fans. They're going to gravitate towards the big names. So that's the main reason why I'm switching over, just to gain my own audience and gravitate to people that want to maybe listen to, like, my thoughts on a documentary.
I totally get it, and I feel the same way. I listen to, I personally listen to the big names too. I mean, the big names are because they have the most insight knowledge of the game.
Yeah.
They're with the team. They've been with the teams. People at the Fan, people at ESPN. Those are the big names. Those are the big names that everybody wants to listen to.
Yeah.
But you got to be. How I look at it is, you got to be in it to win it.
For sure.
You got to be in
tough
it
competition, but
it's if you're not in it, you have no. If you're in it, you have a chance at least.
I agree. Again, no knock towards you. It's just.
Oh no! It's an inspirational kind of pep talk.
Yeah, it's just the reality of the business.
Absolutely. So let's get rolling with this week's NFL games. So tonight we got the Cowboys at the Eagles from Philly. Listen, I always thought that the winner of the Super Bowl the previous year, I always feel like they're going to cut the team this year. So, for example, I feel like that the Eagles are going to come out in this game and not be as strong as people think they are. I think they're going to get off to a slow start because I feel like the team before, the Super Bowl winner the year before, usually comes out in a lot of sports too, not just football. They come out a little struggling. They come out a little sluggish to start the season. Not saying for every team, but I just feel like it's going to happen, that they're going to come off to a slow start tonight. And I could be wrong, though. They might come off to a slow start. Would not be surprised if the Cowboys win this game tonight, guys. Even with a banged up Cowboy team, and obviously they just lost Micah Parsons, I would not be surprised if the Cowboys win this game tonight.
Well, I think the Cowboys are going to cover.
I didn't even look at the spread, but I think you're right.
They're getting 8. You're going to tell me the Cowboys can't cover?
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot for an opening night game. That's obviously that's Super Bowl heavy. It's favored towards the Super, but it is what it is. Obviously, of course, they're going to give the 8.5 to Philly. I think a lot of people are going to make money by betting the Cowboys tonight.
I agree. Go with the points.
We'll see what happens, Doug. It'll be a good game tonight for sure.
It's going to be great.
The last opening night, I remember they were really good. I saw the clip yesterday that the Ravens lost last year in KC on that toe tap in the back of the end zone. And
oh yeah, I remember that.
And I think Kansas City lost to the Lions the year before on opening night.
Yeah, the Lions won that game.
Yeah. So you never know what could happen opening night.
Right. It's like in any sport, too, whether it's NBA, NFL, MLB, just because, you win a championship the year before, anything could happen. And it's a new year. It's a new season. So anything could happen, and, it's only the first game. It's only the first game, but I just feel like the Cowboys are going to come out a little sluggish. I mean, I think the Eagles are going to come out a little sluggish tonight. And like Doug said, I would not be surprised if the Cowboys cover.
I just love all the delusional fans when you go to Philly that no matter the sport, they'll just start chanting Eagles.
Yeah, I hate that. Like I'm a freaking Devil Flyer game. The Flyers suck. The Flyers are a joke, and all you hear is EAGLES Eagles. Who cares? Congratulations, you're a loudmouth from Philly. Who cares?
That's like the Knicks Sixer games. When you go to the Knicks Sixers, you always see Eagles. It always goes back to
who
Eagles,
cares? Like who cares?
And especially when you go to Mets Philly, you'll hear it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like congratulations.
Yep. So opening night is tonight. I wanted to get you guys' thoughts on this. Obviously Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce just got engaged. What are your thoughts on the impact of their marriage? What do you think it's going to lead to? How do you think it's going to impact this NFL season? Do you think there's going to be so much? You think there's going to be so much attention towards them when the Chiefs come to MetLife to play the Giants at the end of the month? Do you think every Chief game? Do you think all people are going to do is like bring up the Swift and Kelce news?
Yeah.
How do you think it's going to impact the NFL?
Oh, the ratings are going to be tremendous for them. Let's put it out there. The ratings are going to go through the roof. It's been like that. I think she brought in multi-millions, maybe billions. She's worth $1 billion. That says a lot. I ain't taking anything away from her. I think she's got talent. She's got pure talent. She writes her own songs. Good for her. And I was doing a show with David Mendoza, who I respect greatly. Tremendous guy. No one respects David like I do. And I was saying, Travis Kelce is an X factor for me because it's like he got one foot out in the grave. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I just mean I think he's way past football. I think he's ready to start his new life with Taylor. I think he's ready to start his entertainment career, whether it's in movies, TV. I think he's done with football. But it's also going to be a positive for the Chiefs because if Patrick Mahomes doesn't have to always rely on Kelce and he can rely on Worthy, he could rely on his other receivers, then it shows that they could win without Travis Kelce.
I totally agree. I mean, obviously she brings in a lot of money. They both do. They both bring in a lot of money, and it's going to be like the NFL. Yeah, the rating's going to be great. The rating's going to be great, and the NFL ratings are always great anyway. But I think it's going to be. You're going to see, different things this year when it comes to marketing and social media posts. revolving around these two. And
Hmm.
there are people in the industry who have thought in the past that, do you think Travis Kelce's performance is going to be impacted by the pressure, like the revolving stuff, uh, news about them getting engaged. There are people on the radio saying his impact on the NFL games are not going to be as strong. Like there are people who said that, and I don't know how much I believe that though, but it could be. It could definitely be a drop in his performance.
Here's the thing. I think Travis Kelce won't. I think he loves the attention. I don't think it's going to affect him as much.
Yeah. I mean, he was just in Happy Gilmore too, he did a great job in the movie. And, he's got all the, I think him being him and getting engaged. Well, this was before they got engaged, but everything is just, he's like a movie star now. He's a movie star. He's like a famous figure all over now, not just in the NFL. He's like a Hollywood figure.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Definitely.
But that's how the NFL works.
And did you see, Brandon, that Goodell actually said there's a chance he could perform in the Super Bowl like in a year or two?
Kelce in the Super, like performing in the
Taylor.
halftime show.
Taylor.
Taylor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. And listen, that would be great. I think that's actually a good idea. That's a great idea.
I saw something about that
songs,
yesterday. I forget when.
Yeah.
Yeah, because right here, 1:00 yesterday.
Yeah.
That it's possible for this year, actually.
Mm-hmm. For this year, and the Super Bowl this year is in San Francisco. That right?
Yeah, Super Bowl 60.
And then next year it's in Los Angeles.
Correct.
Okay.
So the plan right now, he has to invite out to Jay-Z to be the headliner.
I think Jay-Z would be good for this year, and then I think Taylor would be great for next year because they're in LA, and Taylor in LA, that's just like that would make the most sense in my opinion.
I don't mean to interrupt you guys. So I just need a defenseman and a kicker for my draft.
Yeah.
Should I go with the Giants defense with my 13th pick, or should I just wait till... You think it's too soon for defense? Or you think I should just go since we're almost done?
I think it's too early.
For a defense, even though I have all my guys except for my defense and kicker?
Well, besides the Giants, who's available on defense?
Almost every defense.
Besides them, what defense do you like?
I'm going with it.
Good choice, Doug. And then who are you thinking for your kicker?
I'll get that at the end.
Yeah. Well, Doug, definitely keep us updated throughout the shows in the next few weeks about how your fantasy league is doing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Definitely keep us updated because I've never been the biggest fantasy fan. I've never really done. I've done it once and then I kind of lost track doing it after the first week. I do like survival. Survival is a great thing.
Survivals are good
because you pick one team a week. I think some leagues you could even pick two. Not two. Like some leagues you get like a second chance. Like if you lose the first, like this week 2, for example, you get another chance to stay in it. But most leagues are just one and done.
Yeah, like I'm doing that big, what's it called, pick 'em pool with Yarkmo now.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually picked KC to score the most points this weekend, speaking of the Chiefs.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. What do you think about that, Doug?
I kind of like it.
And I picked Tennessee to score the fewest.
That's not bad.
Figuring, you got, what's his name, Cam Ward starting this week.
So
and they're facing the Broncos.
So my thoughts on the Giants, Brandon, you say that for me.
Optimism.
Going into week 1, keep hating on the Giants. I think they're going to surprise a lot of people.
I agree.
I think they could win like 8, 9 games. I think maybe they could sneak in because we look in years past. There's always 5 or 6 new teams that make the playoffs.
I agree, Doug.
I really believe the Giants could be one of them. Hate on me, send me threats. No, not really. Send me whatever you want. It could be on Brandon's email, it could be on my channel, but Giants, we're going to shock the world.
You said 8 to 9 wins. I think they're going to surprise everybody and maybe go 10 or 11 wins.
No reason why they can't.
I think they looked They looked outstanding in preseason. There should be no reason for them to not think they can win. They can't win 10 or 11 games because they played like a Super Bowl team in preseason.
Yeah, I mean it's preseason, but still they're going to prove to people that Brian Dable's a good coach, a hell of a coach. He's got his quarterback now in Jackson Dart, and it's going to show one thing. Take a guess. Take a guess.
What is it?
It's just going to show that Daniel Jones was the problem.
Oh, we knew that all along. I mean,
yeah,
Daniel Jones was the problem, not
I don't know
Dable.
who won a playoff game, Doug.
Yeah.
Huh?
I don't know how he won a playoff game.
Because he had Brian Dable as his head coach, and he was just put in a good situation at the time. Daniel Jones, I'm sorry. I love him as a person. I felt bad for him for the situation he was put in, not being developed the right way, bad O-line, injuries. But he that's how he played. He was flustered. He made bad turnovers, bad interceptions, didn't know how to throw the ball away. Gets sacked, he fumbles the ball. You got to be smart.
And he's trying for the Colts.
If you see the pressure, and they're laughing stock with Richardson and Jones, you got pressure, just throw the ball away. Don't force it and you get an interception. That's why you lost your job in New York. That's why you got cut. Come on, people don't realize that. They're like, oh, Dable's a bad coach. He should be fired. No, I'm glad they kept Dable because now he gets to prove to you that he's a good coach. And I know Adam Schwartz is going to love it when I say this. He developed Josh Allen, who's a hell of a quarterback, probably the best quarterback in the game next to Joe Burrow and Patrick Mahomes. He's top 3, top 2. He's going to win the Super Bowl this year against the Detroit Lions. I'm going to be at the Schwartz's house this year. And he's going to see his team go to the Super Bowl, and I may see him cry. Happy tears.
I mean, it's got to. Bills. They just.
The Bills are going. I think this is the year.
All right, Dougie says it's the year. There we go.
So
why not?
We're going to watch at your house so your dad can cry when they win.
Yeah. Well, I think they're gonna. They still have. I think it's going to be. Personally, I think it's going to be a Bills, Ravens, AFC Championship this year. I don't think the Chiefs are going to go to the Super Bowl this year.
I think they could miss the playoffs. I see what's it's called winning that division, the Broncos.
The Broncos
definitely look good.
They're a good team. Not a great team, but they're an up-and-coming team. They got a great coach in Sean Payton. Bo Nix he's turning out to be a really good quarterback. And they got some good pieces.
Yeah, so they're proving people wrong.
Yeah. So let's get to one more thing, and then we'll wrap it up.
Yeah, because we got the game soon.
Yeah, We got game time in 40 minutes.
Yeah.
An hour. It's 8:20.
But yeah, before we get to what we want to wrap up, I just want people to, please subscribe to Brandon. I enjoy doing shows with him. I truly appreciate him being a guest on my show and being a guest on his show. He was on there. He started with me in 2020, one of the original guests. We were talking about Andrew would be on there. It'd be a fun virtual show. We'd had John DiGiovanni always watching us. So honestly, everybody.
Madison Valdez.
Madison got fired. You got fired. So everyone, please support Brandon Schwartz and the JMB podcast. They're great. Anytime I roast Brandon, it's all in fun. It's all for jokes. That's just the type of shit we do as friends.
Remember when I used to take that stuff seriously? Like I used to take it personally, but not anymore. And
you took it too personal.
I was younger, and now it's like I know it's part of the industry.
I hear everybody home from the devil game, Brandon.
Everybody, make sure you support Brandon.
Well, Doug, those words mean a lot. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. And we're always glad to support each other. And yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. So I want to get you. I know you guys are. I know you're Giacomo. We should try and get him on sometime to talk about the Jets because I know he's a diehard Jet fan.
Somehow.
And I also want to try and get him on to talk about Alabama football because I was very surprised that they lost obviously to Florida State, which was a big upset. That they got dropped down at ranked 21, which is I want his thoughts on that. That would be good. But we'll do some college football another day. What are your thoughts on the Jets going into the season? Obviously, they just hired Aaron Glenn as their new head coach. Do you think they're going to win 8 or 9 games this year?
I think they could win at least 7. I think they have what it takes. I don't think they're going to be a bad team. I think they're going to be a defensive first team. Mm-hmm. And I think they're going to be a good team. I think they'll compete. Playoffs, maybe not, but I could see them improving. And I feel like Brandon right now. Remember the episode he did where he just kept getting darker and darker? That's me right now. That's me right now.
Well, it's also 7:30 at night, Doug.
Yeah, it's getting darker now. So.
Well, if this is the time of year where it's going to start getting darker earlier and earlier, and then before you know it.
Next thing you know, I won't be on the screen.
Yeah.
You'll be a flowing head.
John, you're going to the Steelers-Jets game on Sunday. What do you expect with Aaron Rodgers returning to the stadium? Do you think there's going to be a lot of cheers for him? A lot of boos? What do you think there's going to be?
So I think, personally, there's going to be it'll be a mixed reaction. Let's put it that way. Like, it wasn't his fault they did bad. They were in a bad situation. He gets injured 4 plays into his Jets career. And he's going to be out for revenge against a team that called.
I highly doubt that. I think he's going to embarrass himself. I am going to go with the 3 turnovers, 3 interceptions for Rodgers. Come on, John. Don't go that. Come on. He's not out for revenge. The guy's 42 years old. You're really going to say that? Come on. He's washed up. He's done. Aaron Rodgers, enjoy your retirement.
Well, I think he's better than Justin Fields, Doug.
I think you're delusional on that.
I'm just hoping that it's not blowout at halftime. I walk the American Dream Mall.
Well, it don't matter. You leave early anyway, so congrats. You get to leave early.
You'll be surprised, Doug, that Mets-Phillies game I went to with Adam, we actually stayed until Nimmo hit the walk-off.
Nice.
I got home at 1 a.m. that day with work.
Yeah. But yeah, so this has been a great show.
Yeah, it was fun.
This has been a great show, and obviously, I do apologize for to Doug and John. I apologize that I wasn't on earlier. I had problems with my computer, and I'm glad we've got it resolved.
Yeah, that was good. Nice 24-minute show. I couldn't complain.
I learned that you're not really unless depending on the show, you don't want to do too much, and then you don't want to do too little. You want to be right in the middle,
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like you could do 2-3 hours. You could do 2 hours. There's no but like I said, we're not big names. No one's gonna want to listen to Brandon Schwartz for 2 hours.
I know.
No one's gonna want to listen to John Giordano for 2 hours.
No, but
no one's gonna want to listen to me. No one's gonna want to listen to me for 2 hours. No one definitely wants to listen to Andrew Brem for 2 hours. So
right now.
I mean, maybe one day people are going to want to listen to us, but for the time being, they gravitate towards the big names like the Stephen A., the Boomers, the Geos, the Craig Cartons.
Yeah. Well, this has been a great show, guys, and yep, you know what that means. Live from South Philly, we have the Eagles and the Cowboys coming up. Less than an hour? 55 minutes?
Something like that.
With Mike Tirico and Chris Collinsworth on NBC. On NBC. Yep. All right, we'll see you all next week. Enjoy the game.
Thank you, Brandon.